There we go. We're here. We're back. We've got the one and only Pesh Mayweather back with us. One of the returning guests. I think it's been close to 2 years, man, since we last spoke. It's been a long time.
2021.
Yeah, 2021. We're mid 2023 now. Yeah.
Still ain't came to Atlanta yet. Still haven't came. I'm waiting on it.
That's true. I still haven't come out. It's a plan to do it still. We're thinking about it. What can I say? There's things holding us back around here, but we'll make it out there at some point. I'll make sure to come visit you in person. But man, last time we spoke, everything was on the up. Everything's still on the up 2 years later. I mean, the track with DJ K Slay came out. Rest in peace to obviously the great man himself. Whitney came. And so now we're looking 2 years later, you're releasing track after track after track. It seems like
I took a little break though, but yeah, go ahead, my bad.
But I mean, 2023 has been a really good year for you. I mean, Round My Way just came out, Sky Miles just came out as well. Yeah, I mean, if I feel like you're back to being busy again.
Yeah, man, gotta stay active, man. The streets calling for me though. It's just like I've been like doing family type stuff, you know what I mean? Enjoying the fruits of the labor. You know what I'm saying? Long live little kid too, because hit that #1 Billboard spot. So shit came with that. So it's like, let me bask in my glory. Yeah.
Well, I was listening to a podcast the other day with a comedian, Bert Kreischer, and he said his wife says, you earn your Mondays. And that's what you did. You earn your Mondays, you earn your day off, you earn your rest. Because
right.
You got to enjoy your rest at some point. Like I think a lot of people think it's grind 24/7, never rest. And then you never get to enjoy it.
I mean, sometimes it get like that. That's why, but shit'll happen in life that'll make you slow down. Like, hold up. Let me look at this from a different perspective. So that's basically what happened to me. Like, shit was happening. It's like, yo, dude, you could either be in jail or out of here and didn't even enjoy none of the shit you did. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you, you said you took a break. What made you take a break?
Too many people dying. A lot of people dying. Like, a lot of my brothers, I don't know if people y'all should be familiar with Trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm repping. You know what I'm saying? Duct Tape, that's where I started. DT. So that when I lost my bro, it been a year damn near to the day. That's crazy. It been a year almost to the day. So when that shit happened, that shit just made me look at shit different. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. Like, and it wasn't like no street shit. So that's what fucked me up. Like, anything can happen at any time.
What did it change for you? Like, what did it change mentally for you?
Like, mentally is like, shit. Just what I said. Like, you can be whoever, whatever you think you is, whatever. Keep a gun, all type of shit. Like, I'm always staying protected in every shape, form, or fashion. But shit still can happen. You see what I'm saying? So when you here, better enjoy that shit. Do what you love. You feel me? If you like, do what you want to do. That's my motto. So I tell the kids that shit. Like, my kids be like, I can't. It's like, nah, we do whatever the fuck we want to do. So that's what it was. Long live schools, man.
Well, how old are your kids now?
My son, boom. Yeah, they go to game, man.
There we go.
Yeah. That nigga just turned 11. My daughter's 7. She finna be 8.
Man, they're growing up fast.
He coming into his shit now, like, cause he be around me. So he be around Pop. The nigga always he like this all the time, like, cause I be stressing that shit. Like, I'm anti. Matter of fact, fuck, I'm not with the trans shit. I'm not with none of that. You feel me? I'm pro man shit. You feel me? Like that type shit. So just like, it's crazy. I gotta tell you this story. So you get the exclusive. Nobody heard this. So somebody probably gonna bite my style. Boom. So look, then what I told the kids in regards to like the trans shit, because my daughter's auntie is like a girl, man, like a, you know what I'm talking about. No disrespect. Boom, boom. So she got them, she be around my daughter. My daughter might think that that's okay. So who's gonna tell her that's not okay? You know what I'm saying? In the proper way. So it's like I told about the dinosaurs. I'm fine. And I made this shit up and shit perfect. It makes sense. So boom, I say, y'all know about the dinosaurs, right? It's like, yeah. I say, shit, you know the dinosaurs are extinct, right? So they're like, yeah. I was like, you know how they got extinct? It's like, no. I say, well, they ain't tell y'all in school. All right, this what happened. I told my daughter, I say, you see how your auntie is? You know, she's a woman, right? You know, a woman can't be with a woman. The job of us people was to make more people, just like the dinosaurs. The job of the dinosaurs was to make more dinosaurs. But what happened was the girl dinosaurs started talking to the girl dinosaurs. They couldn't make more dinosaurs. And it was end up extinct. It was old. So they was like, yeah. So that's why when you get older, you're supposed to have a boyfriend. When you get older, you're supposed to have a girlfriend. And my son, you supposed to have a girlfriend now, you 11. Stop playing. So yeah, that shit was crazy though. But that shit made perfect sense. That might be what happened to the dinosaurs. Be able to think about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Think about it.
I think people say there was an ice age or a comet, something here. I mean, there are lots of talks about like pre-civilizations, like civilizations before us. Of
indigenous people. I'll be watching that shit all day.
Well, like, you know, everything with Egypt and the pyramids and like, you know, how insane.
I went to sleep watching that shit last night with the pyramids and shit. I still don't understand that shit.
I don't think anyone does. Like, it's so yeah. I mean, that's what people are saying.
Bro, that's a fact, Jack. Like, come on, 2 + 2 = 4. Like, I swear on blood, bro. I was watching this shit last night, bro. I went to sleep on that shit. I went to sleep downstairs watching that about the Sphinx, or whatever you say that shit, and who was made out. And the three pharaohs, everybody had a different perspective. I watched that shit on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I feel like, you know, there's also talk of like, there was a version of us that was like, had way better tech than we have now. And it was just wiped out. That like, they were just well before. And then we had to start again as humans. We had to, you know, whoever survived was like, all right, I got to try and figure this shit out. We got to like start with making fire again. And then, you know, all the civilizations breaks off. But I mean, we're seeing how quickly tech is improving.
Bro, that shit, all that shit is weird. Like, if you think about it, all that shit is weird. But I just seen some real shit. I think I seen that shit on Instagram. Why? And there's no disrespect to no Christian, none of that shit. My mama no Christian, all that. But why it ain't nobody from the Bible? They don't got their burial site. Like, where the fuck is them niggas buried? That's all I'm saying, though, B. That's all I'm saying. Everybody, them Greece niggas, all them niggas had the pharaohs, all that shit. You can find that shit. Where them niggas at? Where they at, bro?
Yeah, there's no bodies.
No, fuck about it. They don't even got a mural or nothing. Like, if niggas was great, like, they got a grave with Julius Caesar, right?
I think so. But I mean, he's got books and he's got everything. Like, there are quotes and everyone wrote about him, and he's literally got his own word everywhere.
Right. Yeah, so, and then look, I watched that shit last night. They said they made Jesus, the final version of Jesus was like modeled after Zeus.
Yeah, well, because I went to Rome recently with my brother, and so
that's one of my dream places. My bad.
Man, one of the best places. I've been there once before. It's beautiful. It's honestly the best. The life you live. I was like, I want to live this life forever. You just get up, you go, you eat whatever you want, you go for a walk. The Colosseum's down the road. Then you just go, you know, check out the Vatican, and like the amount of shit that's in the Vatican.
Is Greece and Rome?
Greece is different place. They're close. So they're in Europe. So Rome's in Italy. And then you got Athens in Greece.
Okay.
Yeah. And Greece is also beautiful. But yeah, man, Rome is sick. But like, you go into random churches, like genuinely, you're walking down the street and you're like, oh, what's this building? You walk in and it's beautiful. It's plastered with like murals of Jesus.
I'm saying, well, you was in the UK though, right?
Nah, Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that shit is fucked up where you at though, bro. I've been watching that shit. That shit is crazy. Y'all stay on the outside of the whole shit. In the middle of that shit ain't nothing. What's up with that?
Well, man, it's pretty tough in the middle of Australia. It's like desert. Like it is genuine
nothing
desert.
survive out there, right?
Well, you got like kangaroos out there, but there's no water. Like it is like we've driven when I was in school, we drove down the middle and it's just one road. It's just one straight road from the top to the bottom because there is nothing out there. It's just like truck routes. That is it. You got like tiny little towns, but there is nothing out there. There's nothing to do.
Like it's people like in the middle of that shit. It's some type of civilization within it. Because like when I looked at, I seen some that shit just like that shit is butt naked. Like it's nothing right there in the middle part.
In the very center, there's no. I mean, it's just a desert. It's like in the Sahara. Like there's. I mean, it's not as bad as the Sahara, but like it is tough conditions out there. It's really cold at night. You know, there's no. It's really hot during the day. Yeah, I mean, why would you live in the desert when you could live by the beach? That's what the Aussies did. They were like, we're gonna live by the beach.
Damn, I'm tripping. So you in Australia? I tried to hit you with my UK accent. You in Australia? Okay.
You can go for it if you want.
No, that's the Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, that's the Crocodile Dundee.
That's not a knife. Yeah, that's not a knife. But anyway, yeah, man, the playlist's out, man. Did you get a chance to listen to the playlist?
I did. You did send it to me. So there's the playlist on iTunes and there's on Apple Music, and then there's the playlist on YouTube as well. Right. And you can find the songs on Spotify as well. They're not in the same order as the playlist, but you can still find them on Spotify. Literally, there's plenty.
That's why I did. All platforms.
Well, let me ask you this, because you sent it to me. I'm always, before I obviously give you my thoughts, I tend to like to hear what you think about it, where you think your music is at. Because what I noticed the most was the amount of different styles. Like you have so many styles that you put in there. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts behind that, and then what you think is next, or where you think the improvement is.
That's a lot. Let me see. That's a great question. One more time. Say it one more time. I'm hot, bro. Come on. One more time.
I want to know.
Matter of fact, well, man, I'm gonna answer one at a time. All right.
I want to know where you think you're at and where you think the improvement is. So where are we at right now? What do you think the potential is, and how are you going to get there?
I'm at like godly status right now. Like with like that shit is nothing to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Jedi shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for all the folks, I'm pretty sure they're into like Star Wars shit like that. So this like Jedi shit. This is Luke coming into fruition. This probably like episode whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like on the mountains and I can appear and reappear whenever I want. Like we just talked about. That shit crazy because I'm making this shit up. But that's what I'm telling you. Like I just blah. Okay, let's do this, let's do that. If you fuck with it, fuck with it. If not, fuck it. It don't matter. Motherfuckers that know. Like this shit is like art. Like, it's like a lot of the covers. It's like you won't even know what you're looking at. Like I don't give a fuck if they send me, I be stealing shit like legendary art, $1 million pieces of art. So if a motherfucker look at it and they can't tell me, oh, you whoop, that music ain't for you. You ain't gonna be able to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Or you ain't gonna be able to appreciate what I'm talking about. You feel me? Yeah. So that's what I'm at with it now. It's like that shit just easy. It's like million or better type shit with me. Like it ain't like no $1 million shit. I'm good. I'm straight. Other than that, it's like same level with your Conways, your Benny. These are all my peers that watch the shit I sent you. All these folks know what's going on. They know. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about right now. So, like, I'm talking about as far as the lyrics, what I'm bringing, how I'm coming, all that type shit. What you just said, switching the cadences. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I'm Wayne right now. I'm a whole group.
You know, I have a couple questions. I will say, like, the thing in hip hop that interests me a lot is that a lot of people say that they're really good. I mean, you mention it as well in your songs, you mention it in your socials that a lot of people say that they're really good.
Right.
And I have a problem with some people saying they're really good because if you believe you're the best, then how do you improve? So
You gonna answer that, or you want me to answer it? Because you know I know that.
Yeah, I want you to answer that because that is genuinely where I think about it is like, how do you improve when you don't think you got where to go?
That is so easy. That's the easiest answer in the world. Do you think you know what I'm gonna say?
Nope. That's why.
Go at niggas. That's how. That's the only way. Like, you suck, you suck, you suck. And then when you do it, be ready. Like, you can't half step. You feel me? I've been, if you go back, like the shit I just posted, that was free. That's Meek Mill, Jay-Z, and Ross on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you hear the songs on the first demonstration, that shit on live mixtape. Boom. Last song, DJ Drama talking shit on the end of it. But boom. You go to that. The beginning, I say these niggas getting lazy. Even the greats is getting lazy. I'm talking to them niggas. Like, cause that's how I'm competing when I rap. Ha 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 ha. These niggas some broads. Atlanta Soldier Slim, I give it to him raw. Mayweather, of course. I took a different course from the pages of Big Meech IP, Freedom Boy. That's some BMF shit. That before the show. That's where I come from now. Margella, Marcelago. I'm with El Dorado, the El Dorado Red. Cartel El Plago. I'm pushing the Rollo. Too much Sam Rothstein, I would have told Rollo. My neighborhood, they're whacking for a couple of honchos. Then I'm talking about this summer shit going on in this shit. Cause I went in, baby. They made me beep it. They made me pause. Like what I say? Hold on. That's what I said. I'm with El Cartel, El Plago, pushing around too much Sam Rothstein. Your favorite rapper getting started. Damn, some shit. We'd have heard about it. I said, these little babies get their nose wiped. You a bitch nigga like the whole dyke. I'm from the east side of the thing where we don't fight, kill everything, breathe, and if the mood don't go right. Black, I'm talking about Black from Big Fat Podcast. Keep telling me, Pesh, look hold tight, but I'm dying to take the throne, snatch the crown, the song on Backbone, Cujo Goody, Tudo Fully, Cartel Hoodie, Industry Bully. Hate them up bloody rappers is pussy, emotionally mushy. Hardest nigga in the city, why I'm so scared to book me.
Let me ask you this. Would you ever consider doing an a cappella track?
Of course. You want to produce it? You can do the intro. let's get all the folks, let's get all the mates in Australia.
Yeah, all the mates getting around. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, you're doing every style. So I was just like, you clearly can do it.
Right. That's what I'm on. Like that's it's just like, it's like, just do what it is. Boom. When we started rapping, you can ask anybody that you done did interviews with. When we started this shit, that shit was cool. It was cool to be a rapper. Shit ain't cool no more, bro. That shit damn near embarrassing to say that you do rap.
Why? Why?
Because everybody doing it. Anybody can rap now. It ain't even about talent. Because if the talent was the filter, they kill all the bullshit. Niggas had talent, you can't deny talent. And now the way the industry is, like, that's the way the music, that's the only thing, their talent don't matter. Any other thing, you got talent, okay, we can figure out the rest. You see what I'm saying? In this shit, oh nah, what else you got? Like, you feel me? Like, that shit crazy. So,
why do you think talent doesn't matter anymore? Like, what was the change?
Because it turned into like a real machine. Everybody's a machine. Like the shit we doing. Like you got motion. I see you because you fuck with like purists. You feel what I'm saying? So even like, let's say somebody don't even got as much motion as you would DM me and try to charge me to be on their shit. They ain't got nothing going on. And try to charge me like, who the fuck are you? You see what I'm saying? So that's what that shit done got to now. You can pay for verification, nigga. I had to work for my shit. You know what I mean? Like it nothing matters. So it's just like,
You know, it's weird because I start thinking about these things and I'm like, you know, what if we all got off social media, right?
Right.
And we just made our art. And we didn't do the promo. Like I'm saying en masse, all artists were like, you know what? Fuck that.
Right.
I'm gonna get off.
You said with a mask on?
No, as in like we just get off social media because it's like a trap. Like you said, you pay for your own verification, you buy followers, you buy likes, you buy all this shit, and it's fake clout. And then everyone's like, oh, that means you're really good. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is your art. So like, imagine if that's all we saw. It's just like, this is the music. That's all we care about. I only assess them based on their music. That is it. We don't give a shit about the rest. But you're right. It's not about that. Every quote unquote, yeah, it can be.
I mean, it's like, it's cool though. I ain't really tripping because what's great gonna be great regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna like fuck all that other shit, because that shit, like all the popular shit goes for the people that's into the popular shit. I always been a nigga, when the new Jordans come out, man, I don't want that. I don't want that. All you stupid motherfuckers got that shit on. I ain't wearing that. So that's how I'm gonna do my music. Like I'm making that shit for them type niggas, like, and then wear them 2, 3, 4, 5 years later. Like while y'all did ride some new shit, like, oh yeah, where you get them? Yeah, y'all be dumb. Then I got them for $50. Type shit.
So yeah, where do you think? So going back to you, where do you think your improvement is? Like, what's that next phase? Like, where do you continue to rise? Like, do you have a thought on that?
Like what I've been doing, like I say, I just compete. So what I've been doing is I'm finna the next shit. I'm finna talk about that because I'm figuring it out. But just compete with like I add my shit with a Kendrick Lamar record. You see what I'm saying? Like the demonstration ain't out yet, but it's finna come out part 2. I got a lot of records that I added my shit on, so you can hear me with these folks. I'm eating. Like I'm eating. Like it's nothing. It's just like that shit. So for me, that was gonna keep me where I'm supposed to be at. Like literally. Like, because I'm my biggest fan too. Like I'm my biggest fan, worst critic, all that. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you have to be. I think you have to be self-critical.
So now with the AI shit, boom. Because I be making songs like this is so-and-so type song. When I figure out how to do that shit, or whoever can turn my song and boom, and I can get all that streaming money off of that, oh, it's lit. I want some money. So with all that shit, what you just said, apply that to AI. Oh, I'm the richest man in hip hop. With what I could do whatever. That's the thing. So it's just like, you gotta wait on your moment. You gotta always prepare. You always gotta be, because something gonna come if you great. If you great, well, something gonna come. That's the same shit that nigga JT said. The goal ain't about no money. It's about goddamn whoop off of what you great at. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll drop an album soon? Because that was the thing I was wondering about your music is like, I'd love to see a project. Like I'd love to see like just one piece of work where you're like, hey, this is an idea from start to finish. This is like, you know, some intricate piece of work, because we talk about the great artists of all time, and undeniably they all have an album.
You can't see that. You gotta go, like, this is vintage right here. You gotta go find that. You ain't heard Bird Rock Man Love?
No, I heard it before I heard it before we did our last interview. But I'm like, you know, now it's been a few years later, and I'm like, okay, he's leveled up his skill, he's leveled up the things that he's working on. So where's the next project, or when's that coming? I'm sure you've got.
That's actually a mixtape anyway. So you're right. I don't know when it's a demand for it. We ain't putting shit out on Death Video. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? When it's a demand, like, yo, what album? That's because it's done, it's ready. That shit been ready. Then it just like the highest bidder. we gotta get paid for our talents. So like, I just keep putting the songs out. like, fuck it. When I feel like round my way, I'm feeling it's summertime in London. It is what it is. Nigga dying out there, bitch. So we got the soundtrack to that. Fuck. That what nigga on. That what going on. I'm like, Channel 5, Fox 5, Channel 2, veteran report on the scene. Like, that what going on. What we gonna do about it? On some grown shit, because it's like now this shit in the rear view, so nigga looking at it from a grown perspective. Like, cause like last time we talked, I was standing in Buckhead. I bought a house now, so it's like I'm out here where I'm supposed to be at, like on my rapper shit. The whole embodiment of like, yo, home whoop whoop. Like I can say fuck this shit. But hell no, I ain't got $1 million. So the goal, $1 million. Okay, we get $1 million. Fuck rap. I'm gonna get paid off the music, period. So that's what shout out my nigga Burton too, man. I am Burton. Follow him on Instagram. That's what we putting together right now. It's $1 million shit for the company, 050 Incorporated. So,
well,
yeah.
Let me ask, you moved, because last time we spoke, you know, you moved, you bought a house. That wasn't where you were at last time we spoke. Have you noticed a shift in your own mentality since you moved?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. I feel like an old man now. It's different. I'm not where it's popping at. Like it's completely different. Matter of fact, can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, pause.
We're back. Nothing.
We're back, John.
We're back. Well, yeah. What were we talking? I was talking about your mindset since you moved, and since like you've got your own place. Like, what has been the shift in your own mentality since then?
Well, I always had my own place. I've always had several places. So let me correct that. But yeah, this is my first actual house that I've bought. This is the Cartel Estates, by the way, BKA the Red House. But yeah, I can't even see you. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
I don't know what happened to the Zoom.
Yeah, I can see you. I can hear you. We're recording. Right, there we go.
I can't see myself. Like I'm looking up. Am I looking right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So because when before we yeah, but I mean before we started recording, you know, you said you're in the suburbs now. Like, what's the change? What's the feeling like out there? You know, obviously there's trees, there's a beautiful backyard. Like what's the feeling being in the suburbs now? Like, what was the change? Do you feel more at peace?
Not really. I don't like it.
Really?
I don't like it. I'm not, this to do this, let me know this is not for me. I'm not one of them type people. I hate this shit, actually. That's why it's like, fuck this shit. That shit like putting an animal from the motherfucking jungle, right? In a house. Like, nah, that shit ain't cool, boy. You put me back in my habitat. Fuck that. But that's where I'm at with it now. Like, I swear to God, you listen to the music, listen to Around My Way versus all them other songs. That's gonna let you know right now. What's so crazy? Listen to Around My Way, and this on the YouTube playlist, on the playlist on the YouTube. Because I got music on. Like music, Round My Way, them about the last song. Top Notch Hoes. Listen to those songs so you can see why I'm back.
So let me ask you this. Obviously you moved because it's better for the family. It's just a better like environment, but you miss the hustle, you miss the energy.
Nah, that ain't like, I moved because it's like in Buckhead, that shit costs like 25, 2600. I'm staying like in some high rise shit. Yeah, that's cool, but it's like, oh no, I could be in a house for this much. I'm gonna get the fuck on. So that's why. Plus the kids are fuck with it. Blase, squaze, whoop, whoop, whoop. So that's why I did that. But then it's out here, it's like, I see why you pay so much because you're right there where everything is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I agree. Like, you know, there's something about an apartment, but I also love space. Like the
Oh,
space.
yeah, they're gonna fucking big. They're
Yeah.
big as fuck. Basketball goals. I got to see this studio, got basketball goals in here. All that. Yeah, yeah. But now it's back. I gotta go back. That's what I'm saying. Like, this bitch finna go on the market. I'm finna go back. I got to. Fuck that. Supposed to be going on tour. I don't even know who tour that. I ain't even gonna announce that because I don't even. It's somebody's shit. We supposed to be on that. So.
Well, man, we're still waiting for you to come down to Australia so we can meet face to face.
See, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting on the plane. I'm not with that shit. You gotta do it. You gotta come here. You gotta come to America, bro. Come on, man.
Why? Why no planes?
Not right now. We finna go to war. Why well, gonna be World War III? You don't think so?
Well, I mean, I just got back from Europe, so I was on planes and I was in India earlier this year.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's weird.
How far is that from you?
India was like a 14-hour flight. Like on the way home, we went from Delhi to home. It was 14 hours. It was rough. But to Europe is like round trip.
Hey, look, what you just say is rough. What the fuck does that mean?
Well, it's rough because you're just sitting on a plane. And let me tell you, I've been on a lot of flights in my life, and Air India is the worst airline I've ever been on. The worst. No joke. It is the worst. Because like
it's worse is well, y'all don't got Spirit. Y'all got Spirit and Frontier out there.
No.
Oh yeah. All right, but go ahead. But that motherfucker felt like it was gonna crash, huh?
Where there was turbulence, the middle was shaking, and I thought I was in a simulation. Like I was like, this is not real. Like right. I sit like they have these smallest seats, like tiny. Right. And I remember, you know how you're supposed to have a phone charger next to your seat? Right. It was just a hole. There was nothing there.
Oh yeah, empty. I mean we got planes like that too. I was just on one. They don't got no phone charger. See, them be them older planes.
But it was a 14-hour flight. So like usually I can deal with that. If that's a like hour, 2 hour, no problem. But international 14-hour flight, it was the worst. It was honestly.
How long do it take to get to the United States?
So I went to Denver last year for about a week. To get there, it took me about 28 hours.
On the plane?
Well, so I had to go via New Zealand and then go LAX and then head to, but like, yeah.
That shit went that way.
Yeah, we went backwards.
And all the way,
yeah.
Dang. So I'm saying, how long was one flight? Like, how long?
I think the longest single flight we had was like 18 hours. The Auckland to LA was probably the longest. But they've got direct flights to London from here. It's like 20 hours.
I'm never coming up. That's never gonna happen. I'm not doing it. I'll catch a boat. Like what? It's nothing I could even take. The only way I would do it, I have to be like Jay-Z or some shit. Some crazy shit. Like on the niggas jet. So if I die, I'm down with these niggas fucking.
I do agree that like, you know, doing it private would be the best. That has to be the best way to do it.
I mean, I feel like just truth be told, I think it's less safer with the smaller plane.
I think you're right, but it's way
like you don't really hear about commercial price class, like really.
Well, we did.
But the private jets and the Cessnas, oh no, I'm not never getting in that.
Yeah, a few people have had problems with their private ones.
You ain't gonna hear about it though.
Well, yeah, because you don't get the sales.
Right.
There's not so many people in the private jet market.
Like Air Drake, like I'm straight. I'm straight. Hell yeah. But yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I'm just on my transition shit from God MC to mobile. That's what I'm on now. Like I see the money. Like I can see the money. It's pointless chasing like some shit that I know I'm not gonna do what it takes to get what I think I want. Because I'm not gonna do the goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. So it's like the other shit where I'm like highly respectable, credential wise at, like I'm looking at my resume, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then at my age, like I'm still a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to be like shoving them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not no old washed up nigga. That's the thing. It's like, okay, niggas be in their 30s, they hit their 30s and still be trying. I ain't trying to be no young nigga. I'm the young nigga to the old niggas now. That's what I like. That's perfect for me. Like, that is fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's them shoulders I'm rubbing. Like, them niggas like, yeah, I like that nigga right there. Yeah.
Well, I think it's good to embrace your age. Like,
Right.
because you're right. There is nothing worse than an old rapper trying to be young. Because,
that's like 80% of the rappers.
It becomes corny.
About, like, in any, like, that's 80% of people. Fuck that. Like, that's the thing. That's like, that's what moving in the house made me do, right? Like, I made this song, Danny Glover. Did you never hear that shit? Because that ain't even out, but I posted on Instagram. But, like, nigga, too old for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You hit 34, 35, it's like, okay, you damn near 40. So it's like, shit. Fuck, I look like doing any other shit that I see these stupid motherfuckers doing. Like, I'm not even finna get it. Like, anything I'm on social media, I'm either fucking with a bitch, I'm being funny. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm talking shit, but it's still funny because I'm not even serious. Like, fucking social media. Like, that's how you have to look at this shit. Like, it's fucking social media. Like, I feel like if you ain't got no business you trying to promote or get some money or really like that, what you on this shit for? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like with music don't got no age. It's just like where you at skill level wise and what are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? If you thinking, oh I'm finna goddamn all of a sudden start rapping and you ain't never accomplished shit or did shit, I mean, cool, you can do whatever you want, but ain't nobody really probably listening to shit.
Well, look at Nas. Nas to me is like the perfect example. He's like, I was thinking about this the other day of like, you know, when he comes out, classic album. And now 2022, he drops King's Disease 3. And his career has been like 30 years rapping. But his project, King's Disease 3, perfectly suits.
Now we're talking.
Perfectly suits his age. Like when I listened to that, I was like, no features. It's just him. The beats are crisp. They're modern, but they still feel like Nas beats. Like it took him a couple of projects to get back to where he was. Like he showed like King's Disease potential, then King's Disease 2, and then the third one. And it was like so good, but it just showed you don't need to pretend to be something you're not. You just got to be you. And that's what he did in that project. He was just doing his own shit. And that's what I loved. No features, just him the whole way through. It was such a good project.
I totally fucking disagree.
Really?
That's why I said, oh, now we talk. I heard the Like a Blunt. Nas is my favorite rapper, like from New York. It's Pop, Nas, then Big. About three. But that new shit is whack to me. I don't like none of that shit. I'm a Nas fan. I can rap every album, every song. The whole Queensbridge, I grew up on that shit. Like niggas about who were listening to like Master P and shit like that. Like shit, 3-6 Mafia, I'm listening to that shit. But that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be like that nigga. That's not cool to me. Cause that's how I look at being an artist. Artist, if you an artist, Because I'm coming from the street. Feel me? I ain't saying that shit. I'm coming from the street. Fuck all that. But I'm just saying, though. That's the nigga standing at the store. The rapper. That's the one at the store. You don't know nothing about that. But in the United States and in any trap, but maybe you do. They trying to sell you drugs. That's base low-level drug deal. No, sir. I've never been that. I did that, then. So why would this be any different? You feel me? Like, why would I still be out here trying to trap? I ain't doing that shit. I'm trying to be like Jay-Z, like one of them niggas, like, but not late in the game. Like, shit, let me jumpstart this shit because I don't like this. I love making music, but I don't like it. Because I'm a nigga like, because I'm the artist, but when I get to talking to folks, I'm really a shark in real life. You feel me? Like, that shit is totally separate. So it's like, bro, you can't, I slap the shit out of you. You can't talk to me like that. You can't, and it ain't even a tone, it's the shit you saying. Like, man, get the fuck out. Like, like, that's the shit I be on. Like, so any nigga I deal with on the industry shit, them nigga respect me. So it's like, okay, I see that shit works more so not being an artist. Cause they ain't gonna play the shit, but if I got somebody that gotta play the shit, I can make sure that shit gets done. Everything gets done how I need to get done. You know what I'm saying? So I see, that's what I see. So that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm great at putting shit together. Like, you know what I mean? That's my new passion. So like when you were saying, that shit is master. Like it's like you can add to it, but it's just like it's there. It's like it's no more nigga can really do. Like what's that nigga Funk Flex? Like as far as on them platforms, that's the only one I ain't did yet. Did Sway went so hard they banned me. They ain't want to play it.
Well, I was gonna say because like I feel like with Nas, he's not doing it for anyone other than himself.
Right.
Like that's what I like about it. Is like,
I mean, I don't like this shit though. It don't sound like Nas to me, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm a real Nas fan. It don't sound like Nas. The niggas like all beaty sound old to me, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with Hit Boy, but shit, that shit don't sound like Premier. We gonna talk. Nas don't sound like LES. It don't sound like goddamn Lord Professor. You feel me? So I'm saying like that shit is cool, but I'm a real Nas fan. Like, nah, bro. Like, yeah, it's cool, but it's
yeah, I think I've been trying to separate the old, like the
you can't
young
do that.
Nas. Now, but here's the thing: I think you almost have to because it's like they're two different lives now. Like Nas in
Okay, all right. So you say that? Why did Fab don't sound like that? Fab still sound like Fab. Swear. He might sound better. Talking about Fabulous now, 20 years. I'm just saying. Royce sound way better. God MC shit, you feel me?
It's weird because I with Royce myself, I actually love his old shit so much.
Right.
Like that to me was like for me prime Royce. That's maybe it's like the
Royce is now. Like I can't even expect you to understand because you like it's like I'm Shannon, you skip type shit. Like I played the game, bro. I'm still in the game though, but yeah, nah. Royce now, he know who he is all the way. That oh shit, he's young nigga, he don't know who he is. He know everything what he is right now. So now when he do the shit, he do that shit. That shit is just like So when you get that age, that's how it gotta be. Like shit is art. Invention. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, it's cool. Like it just don't sound like. That's my favorite rapper down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like Jay still sound like Ho sound like Ho. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, bro. Like, Like even Eminem don't sound like Eminem no more.
Yeah, I think Eminem spent too much time listening to critics.
Yeah.
That I have thought that for a long period of time. He's been, and to he's.
I could name like niggas just like on some godly MC type shit right now. So we talking about Eminem, Machine Gun Kelly, that nigga, anything. That shit sound fun. I don't give a fuck. That shit hard. White boy hard. You don't fuck with him?
I mean, the problem with for me with MGK was just like he transitioned into like rock and like punk music, and I just stopped checking his stuff out.
I mean, niggas gotta eat.
I'm like, do what you want to do. Like you look after you. I'm just not gonna, like you said, you either fuck with it or you don't. And that was me. I was just like, you do you, whatever. No shade on your choice. Like go down whatever lane you want to go down. I just won't listen to it. And that's okay, to be honest. I
don't listen to it. I'm just saying, like, on some godly MC shit, like when he do whatever he do and we see it, and that shit is like, okay. Like he made the Corday, he made him look bad on that shit. That little shit they got, he shouldn't even show their part.
Yeah, he can rap. He sounds great.
Like, that's all I'm saying. I was just saying, like, niggas just in that Pocket Conway, godly MC shit. Like, it shit sound good.
Well, I actually wanted to say about your music. Do you know the one that surprised me the most was your track with Cy Ari the Kid? How It Is.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because, you know, I've heard you be aggressive and angry and like have that tonality, right? And then in that track, like what you're saying is so good, but the flow is so smooth, and the tonality is so mellow. And I was just like, damn, that shit feels so good. That felt so good. And then, you know, with the singing in the back, and I was like, okay. Like that shit, I was
that's
like,
that's a great segue too, might I add. But go ahead.
I was just like, oh, we can bring it down. We can change the feeling. We can just, and I was just like, because I feel like a lot of people know you as like the brash, the loud. That's like the energy you give, and then that contrast of being able to slow it down, not slow the flow, but lower the volume, and still have a really smooth cadence and flow was actually genuinely refreshing and really good.
You just drunk an ice cold Sprite after you just ate like the best pizza or some shit. But yeah, but see, that's where we transition to the classical new age. Fly gangster music. That song is what that is. Everything what you said, apart what I just said. Classical new age, fly gangster. Because it's gangster. Yeah. I'm gonna send you the video. I ain't dropped the video yet. I'm gonna send it.
Yeah. I mean, because that one, I was like, damn, imagine a project of these. Imagine how.
Yeah, it's done already. That's what I'm telling you. Shout out to Black Metaphor, man. Like, I got a whole project with Black Metaphor. You familiar with that guy?
No.
Oh my God. Well, we're not gonna talk about it. DM him, holler at him. Legendary producer, one of Rick Ross collaborators, frequent. I think he did that Richer Than I Ever Been on the last Ross. But yeah, whole project like that. That's what it sounds like, the whole shit. Damn, I don't even think I can play nothing. Let me see. I don't know how that shit work on this shit. Like,
I think it might come through, but either way, I think like the thing, and you know, you said at the beginning of the interview you were on like some Wayne shit, and it's funny when I was listening to the mixtape, I was like, oh, you could go down that lane, like you could follow that path, like that you have enough in terms of like, because the thing about Lil Wayne that I've always loved is his ability to talk about pain. And he's got the tonality and the voice for it. Like it feels perfect. And then when I was listening to your music, I was like, oh, you could do that too. Like you've got a voice that could explore the same thing, and the contrast of like a banger and then a sorrowful song or like an introspective song. So I was also like, hey, there's room there.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear this? Hold on. You hear that?
Yeah, we can hear a little bit. It's a little grainy.
Show, bitch.
Okay, now we're hearing it.
Show block, yeah. Off the scale on the Georgia, when we make 100K up unemployment, make 100K up selling boy and Zaza. Cause I got the plaza, it's the El Plaza. Kidnap your daughter, bitch, she the East, ain't no question about it. You ain't stepping by it, came up off the powder. Show block where the check on the in and out. Game, pull up on your cold range. When it's up, we get petty for them things. That's deep praise. My partners is amazing. Get killed, show stopping plays. I'm cooking coke from Colombia, trap house from Colombia. Once money come fuck with her, opposition can't fuck with her, man. Cause they no fucking her. You a bum, I was fucking up. Burnt out just a customer. Cartier with the Prince cut. Expensive slusher. Couldn't get the time of day from derelict. My reflection, a thumbnail of arrogant. 100 bad low from AB. The East Wave. BMF train. Cartel blazing outside the club blaze with the full game. Diamond Pesh, we not the same. These bands got bodies on them. Dick rider only. Niggas ain't on shit. Pesh stand on shit. Like I'm at the dog park where they found a car park. Home of the brain, out the baby, out the ballpark. I ain't had to find them in the debt like a car show. Put your hair on me, your whole family, knock them all out. 100K to call my dogs off. You just a small child. I'm a hard bra. Can't slam bar guard. Mafia that like a car bomb.
Man, there we go.
Hey, we smoking on top 5. Best rapper in Atlanta. I can tell you. Say you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hey, like gangsta music. Making J. Cole, those ain't rich forever. Boys, Kendrick, Andre before you fuck Erica. Maybe comment when you used to love her. I'm from the East, all I did was fuck her. I think I'm J. Cole, those ain't rich forever. Boys, Kendrick, Andre before you fuck Erica. Or maybe comment when you used to love her. I used to love her. I'm from the East, all I did was fuck. AT, alien, outcasted when I blasted. D up to the dust, so all I spit is classic. Fire like material, imperial, lyrical, superior wordplay. The bank with this is entree. I must remind you, Mayweather, I'm a slime muggy right behind you. Blind side, you turn your snap back into a sun visor. I'm the best rapper in Atlanta, y'all niggas keep whining. Y'all niggas keep whining, I'm 5'9", flying, autopilot. Where I'm from, we only respect violence. Fuck money, when it's up, it's you the one that's firing. I'm king, the time's up, partner, you aspiring. Big meat, IP, first who inspire me. Cartel hire me, your baby mama wire me. Cash up, big head, drop it off with Conley. Long live Mexico, Rico and Texaco. Favorite rapper, question for he a homosexual. Whack your baby mama, turn your kid into a vegetable. Stay on that fucker with you niggas can't fuck with me. Just say I'm so uppity till I up in the pug of me. You're dead in the public street. You can't county cover me. You can't get enough of me loving my poetry. Saying I'm so philosophical. Shoot out some broad daylight and highly probable. Really about that life, but you must stop. OJS Pesh, yeah, I got a few. My nigga Low say go to war with the whole city. I came in, crash your bill, snatch your children, fuck them in the ass, leave them dead behind tills. It's like that Biggie line, student of the rhyme, addicted to the crime. Won't Cartel nigga, string your eye, nigga. That's how you be right now.
Man.
That classical new age.
Man, that'd be so good to hear those. Like, I'm gonna say that.
That's what I'm just telling you. Like, it's a whole project. That's what it sounds like. And I don't even know one of them is gonna make it. I don't know if the other one's gonna make it on the first verse because it's like 30 songs, but it's all like the other one, like how it is. Like even Sky Miles is kind of like a continuation of how it is. Mm-hmm.
Well, as I said, man, at the beginning, I think I'm personally ready. When you're ready, that's the important thing of like when it'll drop. But yeah, man, like that honestly.
I got something for you that you can review right now. But matter of fact, you still ain't told me what song you like. I know you said how it is. You said fuck with how it is.
How it is was probably my favorite. That was like the one.
That's yeah. But go ahead. My bad.
So that was the one that really hit me the most. And then I've got Don't Play With Him. That was the other one that hit me as well. Like the piano, the simple beat. Like there's something to be said about simple hip hop beats. There's something about it that like just classical instruments, nothing too crazy, because you can hear what the rapper is doing. I hear so many beats these days that are just too complex. They're too loud. I have no idea what the hell the artist is saying. And I didn't feel that. And it was like, what's the point? Like the mixing and mastering.
Pause, yo, I got itch with the camera. Pause. What you mean you can't understand what they're saying? What that mean?
Well, that means the sound is too loud. Like the instruments are too loud. The volume is too soft. And then their flow makes no sense with the beat. And I'm just like, I can't understand you because what I'm listening to doesn't make sense. Like I'm a sound person. So the first thing to me is like, does the beat make sense? Does the flow make sense? And then once I'm in that, then I can pay attention. But if that is not on, then I struggle to pay attention because I like it sounds weird. There's something off.
That nigga said it sounds weird.
Yeah.
It truly sounds. I bloody agree with you, man. Y'all don't say bloody though, do you?
Yeah. Well, we say bloody. Not too much. I personally don't.
That's some UK shit, though, right?
I don't know. We're gonna have to get our UK listeners to weigh in on this one.
Nah, because I'm trying. You know how all the British actors taking the American jobs. I'm trying to take the British jobs on my acting side. On my acting side, yeah. So the man them say, yo, Pesh, you can go out there and you can make a lot of fucking money, man.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, I said the man told me, say, yo, you go out there, you make a lot of peas, good. Come back to the flat, everything's good.
Yeah, I can only
I'm fine with that shit, son. I'm fine. You like that right there. Yeah. I've been practicing, bro.
Yeah.
No, dead ass serious. I just did like 2 different movies. Then I got 2 songs on the movie. Y'all go check out Meet the Snow. That's on Tubi right now. Shout out my homie G4 Elite. That's who produced the movie. That I was honored to have my music featured in this film. Straight. It ain't a fucked up Tubi movie. Straight. They got New King on there, as they should, because that shit is hard as fuck. You know what I mean? And they got an unreleased joint with Big Rankin on it. Yeah. That's actually on the album. That's on Pesh. But yeah, I got a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But we gotta get the bag though. Like that's the thing. Money is right there. You know, a lot of folks don't know how to get it. I know how to get it. Like that, I'm just watching them maneuvering and rubbing shoulders to see what's real, what's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like all that type shit. So
well, I mean, you got the right people co-signing you. You got the right people, you know, like.
And see, this is what I'm telling you. That's cool as an artist, but it works better in the other arena. That shit work magic. Like I'm over here. I'm trying to be one of them niggas. Like, yo, bro was over here. Oh, he had a so-and-so over here. And I still free pick one of these goats. Like, nigga, you suck. That type of shit. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh. Cause them niggas, look, the side nigga. I'm still smoking on side. Look, this is side pack right here. Yeah. Smoking top 5. Yeah. Well, yeah, that side pack, man. You know, we gave home 24 hours. He ain't want to do nothing. And he great, but he know me. That's the thing. It wasn't no off-brand shit. That nigga know me. Sorry, that's his boy. Look, sorry, DM me. He said, bro, you know he cold with the pen. I'm like, so am I. What that mean? What's up?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see you two do a joint. You and Sahai.
Yeah, we supposed to did one. That's why nigga told me meet him at the studio. Then when I first got in the game, it's like 10 years ago. Shit got out of prison. Boom, I'm duct tape pop. Mom, pop, we pop. Alley boy just beat up LA. Oh, then one of them stories. You see, I'm gonna give you one of Vlad's stories. You look like Vlad's nephew too.
Well, you know.
No, I'm fucking with you. But
how funny would that be if I, like, you know, it comes out I'm his nephew that I just started my
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so goddamn, yeah. Allie just beat up LA. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Oh yeah, boom, I get out. So my partner who I used to play baseball with, he managed Saha or he do beats for him, some shit. He's like, yo, I'm gonna link you with my boy, y'all niggas rap the same. All right, cool. I never heard of him. Cool. Boom, I talked to him on the phone, like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna meet you. Ooh. Go all the way to Tree Sound Studio. If anybody familiar with Atlanta, Tree Sound Studio. You know what I mean? And goddamn, yeah, he don't show up. The nigga don't show up. So I'm like, nigga, I'll fuck you up. I call him like, I'll fuck you up when I see you, nigga. I don't even play like that. This ain't that. This young Pesh. 20-something Pesh, like, this young Pesh. Oh, man, he called up. The next day I wake up, Bank called me, that big bank. Allie called me, yo, what's up, woo, woo, woo. Oh, that bitch ass nigga just went and told these folks. So it was all fuck him after that. Mm-hmm. But not like that. Not like that. It ain't like that. But he's a formidable opponent. That's where I'm at with like people who, but niggas real purists that know, they gonna be like, nah. And then I give you more. Go to Parlay. Go to my interview in Apartments with Parlay. This nigga Parlay peeped the same shit I said. That's another reason. I go do LA Lakers. Maybe 2-3 months later, he go up there. And like, nigga, bite my style, bitch. That's all I'm saying, though. Nigga, bite my style. You feel me? Talking about a lot of dope and shit. By where we from the same side, but you ain't that. I'm that. You know that type of shit. But I ain't tripping. I'm just people. I go on Parlay. Parlay say the same thing. I'm like, yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. Swear, look that shit up. Parlay was like, yo, I'm watching this nigga. And I'm like, yo, this nigga sounds just like this. He's like, I fuck with home too. Like, I feel like he one of the best. That nigga say, yo, this nigga sound like this. Then he said, I wonder what Pesh gonna say. I was like, oh boy, you know I seen that shit. Yeah.
Well, how did you feel about it?
I ain't feel nothing. I'm just like the way I am, cause like I done had a lot of like anybody that say some shit about some rapper shit, especially in Atlanta, or murder. And I'm such a formidable opponent that you gotta say something. Like I need to show the receipts for that. I ain't even got that shit on my page no more. Or murder bill, woo, woo. Okay, I'm from the East. I got 20K, I eat you, little girl. I'm talking about rap. She said something and that was it. You know what I mean? And then I went on LA Lakers to kill. Like, oh yeah, for the record, the kid is not Atlanta.
Well, I watched it. I watched it before we did this.
One shit now. You heard?
Yeah, I watched it before this. I literally made sure that I would, you know, come in fresh.
Yeah. Big shit popping though. We ain't doing no small shit. Like we doing a whole lot of shit that nigga don't think a nigga would be able to do, given the cloud that has been placed over the motherfucking cartel. Cause I'm the motherfucking bad guy. You understand me? Like that type shit, but I'm not. But I am. Gotta have one though. So I forgot about that part. Like technically, you know what I mean? But it's just like I'm not. It's all competitive rap.
Which is what we want at the end of the day.
Right. Like nobody's gonna die behind this. At least not on my end. I'm not on shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So, hell yeah, like, yeah, that bitch said something. That shit was funny though. You ain't see that shit?
Nah.
But Omar, yeah, she said something. She was like, oh, sound like you got a little pussy in your pants. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to get yours. Oh, she ain't said nothing back. Yeah, I said, I had to get your attention, so. Yeah, let me take you out, little bitch. No, I'm just talking. Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, bro. We had on murder. Or we had hell, I even said something sorry. That's my boy. I just seen that shit on my page. He told me he had a freestyle of the year. I'm like, shit, I don't know about that one. I'm like, shout out my boy Sorry the Kid. Bar 95 freestyle on the Raekwon joint. Hard. That shit was hard. That was hard. That was fucking hard.
Yeah. But, no surprises, to be honest. He's also been working and he's been hustling.
Oh yeah, he working them hoes. So bro working on one, two of the bitches, like that what he supposed to do though. Y'all work. Oh shit, ain't no money in that shit. That's why I really just don't even want to do like all the bars and shit. The niggas is broke. Dude. Let's just be honest, niggas is broke. I got too much money for it. Not on no woo. I'm just saying like I'm gonna win regardless. But I ain't one of them niggas. It's just like me being an artist. Like I'm not no nigga standing at no stove.
That's the weird thing is like, you know, people don't make money off just music anymore.
I mean, you can. You can.
But the smart ones supplement. The smart ones do other shit. Like, you know.
Better. Like, I'm saying, unless you like fucking Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? That's about it. You gotta tour, you gotta do all that shit. You gotta do all that weird shit to stay relevant. That's what I'm saying. I don't like that shit. I ain't with that shit. I ain't with this shit. That's what I'm not with. I ain't with that shit at all. No, sir.
Well, man, it's good. You're in your own lane. You're doing your own thing. You're carving your own path. So, you know, I think I'm obviously not the only one, but a lot of people are keen to see what else you can do and what's next in your pathway. So, I mean, hey, what we're all learning is patience.
Is world domination.
Hey man, as long as you bring me with you, I'm all good.
Hey, you gotta come to Atlanta, bro. You gotta come to the city, bro. You gotta come to the city.
Yeah.
See, I had to get my shit set up like your shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I should have got there and really used the phone, but I just don't. I ain't never used this shit. It's the first time I used this shit, so I don't know how to light on that.
Well, we've got the ring that all the Instagram models use because like
all the OnlyFans models.
Yeah. I was like, you know, hey.
Shout out to the OnlyFans bitches. I love them too. Like every bitch I ever had was on.
I was gonna say they know something. So I got the ring, the lighting is way better, and obviously you got the padding in the room to make it sound crisper and cleaner. And
yeah, I got that shit in the booth.
So hey, you know, when we did this last, do you remember what I look like? I look like, yeah, there we go.
Oh, see, this is the studio right here. Can't see the basketball goal. Y'all would have gave you the tour, but you
Thanks.
know.
But I was going to say, do you remember the first time we did this, how shitty, I had a shitty video, I had a massive beard, you know.
Nah, you look the same. Oh yeah, you had a big ass beard. I
had a massive beard. It was real thick. Right. We didn't have any of this stuff around. I didn't have the mic. I've
been watching, so I'm used to seeing it.
Yeah, you're used to seeing it, but I was listening back to our old interview, and I was just like,
I said something to Buddy as video you did. What that nigga from London or some shit?
Yeah. Genesis Elijah. Yeah.
Yeah, I said something. I seen that shit. He said some shit. Yeah, shout out him too. I don't know his name. I followed him though.
Yeah. No, do you know what? The more artists I talk to, the more I'm like, man, y'all are just interesting. Like, that, just because you're all very individual and your thoughts on like the world and life and the things that you go through, like you see it differently from normal people. I think that's why artists exist, is like you interpret information differently.
They call them free thinkers.
Yeah.
Free thinkers. Like, yeah. I'm talking about real artists though. Like real artists. Not that fugazi shit. Like the real ones. You know what I mean? But yeah. Nah, I fuck with Buddy. Like, I fuck with everybody though. If they fuck with me, I fuck with them. You feel me? Like that type shit. Yeah. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. World domination. Best rapper in Atlanta. Hardest out. Godly MC. 050 Incorporated. CEO. You know what I mean? Long live K-Slay. Slap your favorite motherfucking rapper. Yeah. Long live Trouble. Minding my motherfucking business. Long live Key, man. That shit's sad, man. That's a lot of names. Dang.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you ain't seen me all this shit happening back to back to back to back. Like, yo, dude, not to mention street shit. You know what I mean? So then it's like, yo, hold up. You know what I mean?
Well, man, look, I'm just happy to see you continuing being successful. I'm happy that you're continuing on your path and that you're continuing to drop music, because I said this last time, I'm going to say it again, that we're only more beneficial. Like the world is only better having people like yourself, having been unique, being able to stand on your own.
Gotta have the fucking bad guy.
Well,
bad guy always wins.
The good news is, man, in my books, you ain't no bad guy. Because we've had nothing but good things happen. And man, as I said, like, very keen to see what you're gonna do next.
I just be fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you, bro. But yeah, hell yeah, man. Look, man. Hey, look, don't take me serious, bro. I'm high as fuck right now. I'm vibing with the homie, man. You know, I'm all the way out in the goddamn outback right now. You need. That's where we at, right?
Well, like I said, if you ever come down to Australia, I know the flight is long. You can perfect the Aussie accent, man. You can get that.
Outback, I'm going to a steakhouse. I'm straight, bro. But yeah, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Everything pretty, everything lovely, man. I advise y'all to tune in, tap in to the playlist. YouTube. I ain't got on Spotify yet. YouTube, Apple Music, man. Fuck with the cartel, man. You need. You need. There you go.
There we go, man. And as I said, absolute pleasure having you back on the show. We're definitely going to do this again. And yeah, I will have to get to Atlanta to come and say hello.
Man, push up, man. Like, shit, by the time you get here, I ain't even gonna know nobody in the hood no more because I don't go around. I swear, it's like, I need some new friends. So man, come on out, man.
Well, I said to you last time, I'm going to say it again. If I end up in the hood, I'm going to be lost. I'm going to be like, right. Where am I? What is?
I'm going to be lost with you. That's what I'm telling you. I'm going to be lost too. I don't know nobody no more. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, yeah. Said, absolute pleasure. It's great to have you back. Great to speak to you again. Obviously, keep an eye out. And yeah, anytime you want to come back on, just give me a shout out.
For sure. My name. See, I'm the only person that can call you. All right, bro.